Hey everyone, AJ here again with my 2018 World Cup preview and prediction for Peru. First off, Peru even qualifying is a huge feat. Being down in South America, they qualified over the likes of Chile, who has won the last couple Copa Americas, even Ecuador, who was in the last World Cup and has a pretty good team. Peru is such an interesting story right now. Probably the most controversial team in the entire tournament because they're by far their best player, Paulo Guerrero, has been his ban for doping has been upheld. Um, Allegedly, he drinks cocoa tea on the regular, and it showed up as cocaine. And there's just been a huge uproar, a lot of rioting over in Peru. Devastating news. Obviously, it changes everything for Peru. It was already a surprise that they got in, and now by far their best player. Um, it's just a huge blow for Peru. Um, no other player on this team can replicate Guerrero's power and aggression and what he brings, his leadership. But they're going to have to try. Um, you know, they're very scrappy on defense. The work rate of every single one of their players is up there. It's great, but they're going to need some of their bigger names up front to score some goals and make things happen. This is not a team that scores a ton of goals. It's a team that is scrappy and can get the job done, and they believe they can play with anyone. Not having their best player, I think, is just going to be a huge blow, as I continue to say. But I think the group they're in, they could find a way to scrap through. I think they've got to beat Australia. I think the game between them and Denmark is going to decide who the second seed out of Group C is. I've chosen Denmark as my 2 seed and France as the 1 seed. But if Jefferson Farfan, the Lokomotiv Moscow striker, if he can make things happen, they could be in good shape. They've also got Christian Cueva, who's a name to watch out for. He has some ability as well, and then taking the spot of Guerrero, Raul Rui Diaz, the Moreira man in Mexico. He's got to do his best to try and replicate what Guerrero brings to the squad. Those front 3 guys are going to have to play very well in order for them to have any chance of moving through. In the midfield, Edison Flores is a playmaker. He's got a great work rate, plays hard. He's gonna have to step into kind of more of a leadership role, in my opinion, and he's gonna have to dictate the game and keep possession and work with Tapia and Yotun to see what they can do. But I do not have Peru getting out of their group based on the Guerrero ban. If he were to be there, it may be a different story. But excited for Peru to make it. Love their coach, love what he does, love his passion. He's a great leader. And for Peru to be here is great. And I think they're going to be competitive, but I don't see them coming out of the group without Guerrero. So good luck to Peru.